much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, a publicly funded legal aid system is essential to our democracy. It ensures that even if you can't afford a private lawyer, you can be represented in court with assistance from legal aid, except in Alberta. When I asked the minister a question last week, he seemed more intent on blaming the feds than in answering the question. So I'll try again. To the Minister of Justice, why is the Justice Ministry funding legal aid so meagerly that a people on assured income for the severely handicapped cannot qualify?
Honourable Minister of Justice.
Mr. Speaker, legal aid is a very valued service, but it is an independent society, and it sets its own independent criteria. I say again that this government continues to fund legal aid, Mr. Speaker. The federal government is time to step up. We fund over 80% of legal aid in this province, and we'll continue to do so.
Supplemental.
Well, thanks very much. But does the Minister of Justice not see the connection between provincial government funding of this program and the cutoff criteria that legal aid has to apply?
You have to see that. Honourable Minister.
I definitely agree with this member. There's a connection with the federal government's lack of funding of the legal aid program. We fund over 80%, and Mr. Speaker, we're going to continue to fund this amount for vulnerable Albertans and providing access to justice through legal aid.
Second supplemental.
Appears he doesn't want his job, wants to give it to the feds. Well, back to the same minister. Could the minister please explain what mentally disabled recipients of the assured income for the severely handicapped should do if their age benefits cause them to make too much money to qualify for legal aid, or a single mom working full-time on minimum wage who also makes too much money to get legal aid assistance? What would you recommend they do?
Honourable Minister of Justice.
Speaker, as I indicated earlier, the Legal Aid Society of Alberta sets its own criteria, and we'll continue our funding of legal aid. We'll also continue our advocacy for the federal government to live up to its obligations.